We are live recording.
There we go. All right. Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Mole. I'm the CEO and Public Hearing Officer today for the City of Albany Capital Resource Corporation in connection with the project, which is the subject of the public hearing. Today, we are holding this public hearing to allow citizens to make a statement for the record relating to the involvement of the corporation with the project, the proposed project for the benefit of Teresian House Housing Corporation, a New York State not-for-profit corporation. The proposed project is located at 100 White Pine Drive. The current request at hand and the subject of this public hearing is the request for the refinancing of existing certain conduit bond financing with respect to the project and the issuance of new tax exempt and taxable bonds, all totaling up to $25,200,000. Copies of the notice of this public hearing are available on our website at www.albanyida.com and upon request. Now, unless there is any objection, I'm going to suggest waiving the full reading of the notice of this public hearing and instead request that the full text of the notice be inserted into the record. I will also note that general information on the corporation's general authority and public purpose are contained in a separate statement, and those will also be entered into the record. Before we start the public hearing, I would first like to introduce the project applicant and ask them to make a brief presentation with respect to the proposed project. David?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry, I'm not sure why my video is not working. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, we can.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate holding this hearing today. So my name is David Grosskloss. I represent LifeSpace Communities, Inc. LifeSpace is the entity that would apply for the issuance of the bonds via a current existing corporation of Teresian House Housing Corporation. Teresian House, through a member substitution that we're working toward, asked the authority to issue these bonds to do a host of things, which I think are set forth and previously discussed, but those would include paying off all its existing indebtedness outstanding of Teresian House, paying off all outstanding real estate taxes, funding a small portion of working capital, funding a small portion of capital expenditures. As part as well of the overall transaction, LifeSpace will be offering it through a liquidity support agreement, financial assistance to support the facility over the next several years to the extent that it's necessary. So happy to answer any questions that anybody may have with respect to the project, LifeSpace, or the overall financing that anyone may have.
So thank you, David. We will now open this public hearing. The time is now 12:11 p.m. I will note for the record that there were no written comments received prior to the meeting today. Per the notice of this public hearing, the public was encouraged to submit written comments prior to today's hearing. A record of this public hearing will be prepared and reviewed by the members of the corporation in connection with consideration of the proposed project. A copy of the record of this public hearing will be presented to the mayor of the city of Albany and members of the corporation. Again, the purpose of this public hearing is not to field questions, but to solicit public comment. We ask that all speakers observe proper decorum today, and individuals who conduct themselves in an inappropriate manner while addressing the board will be removed and forfeit their opportunity to address the board today. At this time, I would like to ask if there's anyone here who wishes to speak on the proposed project to comment on either the nature and location of the project facility or the proposed financial assistance being contemplated.
Do I need to make any changes to the dollar amount?
Check that.
Still checking. Okay. Should I start the comment period? Okay.
So at this time, seeing no one present to make a public comment, we will pause the transcription of this public hearing until approximately 15 minutes have passed from the time the hearing was opened.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it nonetheless.
Hey, now, I'm back.
It's so.
You set it on record.
There we go. I thought I needed it because I.
We are live and recording. There is one correction that I wanted to make and state for the record. The not to exceed amount for the issuance is up to 30 million, as was stated in the public hearing notice. So note that correction. And we have at least 15 minutes have passed since the start of the public hearing, and we've ascertained that no one is present who wishes to comment. So with that, if there are no further comments, we will close this public hearing at 12:28 p.m.
Thank you.
Thanks all.